Welcome to the Rush Hour. In this series, we will be analyzing news headlines, articles, and social media posts as presented to us by mainstream media. As we all know, journalism is verified gossip, but we are not journalists. We are truth tellers.
Today I want us to analyze the red paper headline. 2021 opinion shocker. The paper indicated that should elections have been held early December, Museveni would have won by 50%. 59%. You being a statistician, what do you have to say about all these figures presented to us today?
Such a subject, they are nice for me, and then also what I want our viewers to understand is why opinion polls are not really the truth teller. Sometimes they tell the truth. This is not like, I'm not trying to shoot in my foot. Being a statistician, I involve in surveys, and then I took time to read the article as it goes on, but I found a lot of faults, like in analysis, when even the questionnaire itself, what was it telling us? Here, I'm not going to talk as an analyst or whatever. I'm going to talk as a professional statistician. For your information, people are watching us. I'm doing a master's in methodology and statistics at the University of Utrecht. So it is a research master. We involve in things like this, opinion polls. A few weeks ago, we had to check the opinion polls in the United States that were held about Trump and Clinton in the previous election. Why all the opinion polls got it wrong? That was our question. And now I want to ask the same people who are is it the paper intelligence unit? That's how they are called, the people who carried out this survey. And you're going to join the other pollers that were shocked in Trump elections, Trump against Clinton, because most of them were giving Clinton a win. And why did she lose the election? That is answer for another day. Coming to this poll, when I read the report, I really got disturbed. First of all, the questionnaire they gave people, it is really shallow. They did not really, it's like they had already prepared the results for themselves. Like when you read the whole report, they are posted here, the methodology, the questionnaire, and then also when I read the results, it doesn't add up for me.
Maybe for the sake of our viewer, I should highlight the research question, which was, if you were to vote today, who would you vote for president of Uganda and why?
Exactly. That is a very biased question. For example, in sensitive matters like politics, we do not ask questions just like that. You can use very indirect way of getting answers from people.
So how should the question be phrased?
I think you get a number of variables or indicators, and then you weigh. You as a statistician, I don't think paper hires qualified statisticians. I need to know whether you do have them. First of all, a question, opinion polls, we ask people different. For example, I can ask people, what are your fears for the next elections? Are you worried about your business? Then I'll know. Okay. Are you worried about security? What is then age, gender? Those are very important. Then also today in the opinion poll, any opinion poll that does not ask people about their feelings towards the whole situation of COVID-19, it means that person, the statistician or the methodologist who has designed the poll is lazy. You understand? You must understand the feelings of people during this pandemic, right? The pandemic is a very deciding factor of this election. Age, yes, is there. Gender is there. They're constant. Also, the demographic, which they try to cover. But also I noticed that they got it wrong. They said Uganda has 136 districts, but in reality Uganda has 146 districts. So the 10 districts were not considered, right? Also, in polls like this, when you look at the sample size they used, the sample size is really small, which does not really does not really entirely represent the whole country. That I think here, what they did commit, there was a systematic bias, which is very dangerous type of bias. There they got it wrong. That is my own view. I talk as a professional statistician in this case. Also, what I noticed that the opinion poll sample size was a bit smaller, and also they do not tell us how exactly this whether it was a face-to-face, whether it was online. They don't highlight any of the methodologies they used, right? It's kind of, they went online, they got some English wording, and already they had the results what they anticipated. Because they say Sevo maintains national lead 3 weeks to election. Why 3 weeks towards election? That is a very huge question. Why the poll come 3 weeks towards election? To you, our viewers, you must think deeply. Why is it coming? Now, one of the reasons why polls are done, I'm now going to give reasons why polls are done. One reason, they may be telling the opposition, you have not paid us enough money, so we are going to change the narrative. Because usually news, the people working in news room, they used to call themselves fourth estate. Do you know why they're called fourth estate? Because they control the narrative. When you read the history of newspaper, okay, then that is one. They are telling opposition, you have not given us money. Even when you read the website of Ready Paper, you see that the only adverts you're finding there, they are NRM cadres, they are NRM campaign adverts. Why other parties are not advertised on their website? One thing, NRM is paid. So basically what I'm trying to say, the person who wrote this article and the people who say they carried out this survey, they are doing what they call, I think, checkbook journalism. That is one thing. They are forcing opposition, pay us money so that we talk good about you. But opposition does not have money. One. Also, they are trying to tell me, okay, you're on ground, give us more money, we advertise for you, we have effect. We can lead the narrative. So we have the control, we have the grip on the people who can vote for you.
Let me chip in a bit. What do you think is the effect of such opinion polls to the voter, especially now that we are just a few weeks away from the general election? What effect will it have on the Ugandan voter? Okay,
one of the things opinion polls do, one of them is voter apathy. They may bring in the voter apathy, and then people, maybe opposition, say, after all, the guy is leading, why are we going to the polls? But another reason, what opposition can do is that they're showing also there's it brings in a demand for opposition to unite, because they are telling them, okay, you don't have up to 40%, so why can't you join the force? You get? That is one behind the leading opposition now. You understand? That is one of the things. But the vote apathy will come, or it has been one of the tools why Museveni has been surviving for so long. They make sure that, okay, you don't have enough numbers, also this opinion poll is preparing maybe the population that even if the votes are reached, the guy has been leading. You understand? When they go to court, they will show. This is one of the things that can be used as evidence that, okay, scientifically, we even the polls were saying, okay, the guy is leading. You understand? Which evidence do you have that a guy reached election? You understand? Because the polls have maintained the position. The other poll that was carried by Research World International, it was putting Bobi Wine at 22, and I think Yoweri Kaguta around 57. You see that the polls, they are trying to put Yoweri and the Bobi Wine are in the same number. None of them is really improving. So it is kind of theoretical and is a preparation, or in politics is kind of what they're doing is inoculation. They're inoculating people for bad news. This is an inoculation theory. Polls are very good to do that.
But if two research groups came up with more or less similar figures, don't you think somehow they're reflecting the truth?
No, the truth is that none of them have the truth. That is the truth. Two research groups, they can both be paid by the same group. So that does not make them. Actually, what I think that I'm not trying to demean the pollsters, but what I'm trying to say, there is a very, very huge bias. They have not highlighted things like the error measurements and things like that. We see, okay, they have not told us the districts they went to, how many people were sampled in each district. You understand? How did they sample them? Those are all questions. Now these are technical things. These polls are not highlighting them, and maybe they should provide us those documents online. But the article is very, very shallow. For me as a statistician, I see nothing like scientific evidence, but I see people who are paid to twist numbers. You know, one of the things that motivates me to do higher degrees in statistics, I noticed that statistics is one of the most abused subjects in on this planet. Do you know why? Everyone wants to use statistics for their benefit. You understand? People just go online, they carry out what? Okay. And these opinion polls, also another reason why opinion polls, what opinion polls do. What they can do also is to mislead the leading person, to feel like you're powerful yet you're weak. So that's why sometimes opinion polls, they are a bit a double-edged sword. You don't know whether they are telling Museveni relax, or they are telling Bobi Wine increase the speed, right? Or they are telling Muntu no, join with Bobi Wine. Is it what they are telling? What are they saying? That should be the question. What are these opinion polls saying? Is it truth? I don't find truth. One thing, they may be speculative, they may be inoculative, or just they are trying to play it lazy.
So you as a statistician, what do you think they should have done differently?
Just to search for the truth, because statistics, it survives on data. Today, when statistics tells you that Amazon is the largest company that makes sales, you will see even the owner, his net income increases. You see the real results. You see, so reality must be reflected in your research. You understand? But here, they have not asked anyone about the economic policy. They have not talked about the foreign policy. They have not in questions that cover those things, right? Because the research question is why, right? someone should fill in, not just maybe they went to someone. One of the things why people answer otherwise, first of all, how are these people, the interviewers were putting on, were they local interviewers that they are used to people? Because using both local or outside interviewers, it has its shock absorbers, it has some drawbacks, you get. So polls, they have to be taken. How long did it take, did it take the people who, the pollsters, to carry out this, right? Where did they get these people? How long did they spend with them to understand? They should tell us, okay, which kind of which word do I want to use? Okay, which kind of things they used? Did these the people who participated, the participants, were just volunteers? You understand? Did they just volunteer to do the survey? Okay, were they given something different? Were they just emailed some letters for days to see whether the position has changed? You get? Was it just a 1 minute? You just find like the online shares people do. Okay, where do you want to go? And say, okay, I'm going. So really, we need to find a balance, and we need to really find a balance of statistical and sensitive subjects like this. Statistics has a place in countries where there is transparency, but polls cannot be transparent if any other sectors in the country are not transparent. You know, one of the most affected sectors in any mismanaged nation is the newsroom. The media is controlled, is captured. Do you think can they be different from others? I do not think so.
So, what is your conclusion on this article?
One thing I would say, for those who, if the pollster have tried to really carry out the real statistical studies, I thank them for that. Also, my final thought, it goes to the opposition. If you make the null hypothesis, because now the null hypothesis in this video is going to be, okay, the polls are true. Then the alternative hypothesis is that they are false. So I'm going to use these statistical words to explain my point. You as opposition, your job is to prove that the null hypothesis is false. And then Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is leading, he has to prove that the null hypothesis is true. So it is your job. Are you going to join? In my view, I would say, okay, opposition, unite. That is one, right? Or you can say, no, we can win him, we can force him not to get the 50 plus 1 majority so that he does not become a president. Then you unite on the second level. Is it feasible? I do not think so. That is another. So basically, one thing, these polls are telling, when we make an assumption that they are true, you're going to do one thing, opposition, join. Because when you add the 20 and then the other 12, 6 FTC and ANT, that is 36. Then you add Mao, at least if those forces and Tumukunde maybe was a 2%, things like that, you can get something like 40%. And also, maybe you increase the vote turnout. This one, maybe it will be another year. Remember, polls, they are prepared for vote apathy sometime. So you increase the love for people to go and vote for their rights, things like that. Maybe it may change, and you prove that the null hypothesis is false, that the polls are false. It goes either way. I mean, Hey guys, if you've managed to get this far in this video, please, we thank you for that. And we also say, can you please subscribe? Please subscribe to our channel so that you give us more energy to make videos like this. And please, we plan to get more programs and more people on this channel, but you have to give us that energy by subscribing. And near a subscription button, there is another arrow, which is a share button. Please, can you share our videos after watching?